My name is Charles Ben Walid. I am the VP of Research and Development for CGS.
My name's Molly Puckett. I'm the VP of PMO and Customer Success.
My name is Jim Felino. I'm Head of Software Development for BlueCherry CGS.
My name is Jason Roth. I am the Vice President of Solution and Strategy for BlueCherry CGS.
My background, I studied software engineering at Concordia University in Montreal. I worked for a large US corporation out of school, Data General, and funny enough, I supported some of the customers that I'm currently working with. I've been doing that, I was doing that for about 7 years after university.
Before I started getting into the actual building of solutions, but I was actually customizing solutions for clients. And I worked with a very, very large company, one of the largest apparel retail companies, building out solutions, manufacturing solutions for them, and integrating into their retail. And then they were one of the first e-commerce channels out in the apparel industry. There was two major ones, the Gap being one, and they were the other side of that.
After Data General, I was mandated by the family business to come in and take over a fashion company. So I ran a fashion company for about 10 years, and I realized late 90s that fashion wasn't my calling, running a company as such. So started Visual 2000 in 97 and built a fashion-specific software company that we called Visual 2000 International. Did that for 21 years. So I've been working in this industry for almost 30 years now. That doesn't give you my age, I hope.
I went to school for fashion merchandising and I have a minor in marketing. I started out in design and then kind of moved through the operational ranks. I went to product development next. Then I did a BlueCherry implementation on the client side, and then director of operations and process improvement, and a VP of demand planning and operations after that. Throughout all of my roles, I kind of looked at process to see what we could do better.
I think I see CGS more as a partner than a solution provider. So I think a solution is more than just software. I think a solution is kind of more of a three-legged approach, which is really the community of it, it's the employees of the company, and then it's the solution. So when you actually join CGS, you're joining more than just a software company. You're joining a partner that's going to be able to take you into the future.
I first came in contact with CGS when at my former employer we were looking for a PLM system. They came in for the RFP process, and I met the people, got to know some of the systems across the industry that were available at that time, and we ended up selecting BlueCherry CGS. So I went through the implementation for PLM and B2B, and I came to respect their work ethic, their drive, kind of their force behind what they do, which is really innovation and driving forward in the industry. And so it was a pretty easy decision after my company got sold off to join with CGS.
So what motivates me from a kind of solution and strategy person is really the marriage between the front-end sales side and the back-end R&D side is really building solutions that clients can get a real value assessment on for their company and really a return on their investment of BlueCherry, which allows them to actually run more optimized and more efficiently. Really helps us kind of overall build out solutions, and that makes you wake up every day and want to do more of that.
I think what motivates me at work is the people and bringing people through change management. It's a very difficult thing to do, what we do in this industry. We're literally taking everything about their business and we are changing what they do for the better.
Probably 6 or 7 years ago, we signed 2 women who were actually running a children's footwear company out of their home, doing about $300,000, $400,000 worth of business, and manufacturing it all vertically, doing all the work themselves. And that's a huge business for 2 people to run out of a small operation. And I spoke to her a few weeks ago when she was doing $6.7 million and on every shopping site and still using BlueCherry, and now running the company with only 8 people. So just a huge growth with a very low amount of overhead added to the process, and implementing and using the tool herself without any connectivity back to CGS, and just every year giving her kind of a quick call how things are going, and just watch that growth is amazing.
The industry's changed significantly in the last 5 years. Every wholesaler is a retailer and also has e-commerce. No one is one singular thing anymore.
What's challenging today is that you need to connect to multiple departments, and ERPs have some limitations. So how do we connect to multiple departments? One, you need to have flexible software because not everybody does things in the same fashion in different areas. So having a PLM as a platform is going to, I think, strengthen companies that understand that PLM is now a must. It's no longer something that it was a nice to have. That was true 10 years ago. The technology has evolved so much with communication, collaboration that I mentioned before is now a core component of a company's ability to share data, exchange data, because they're now connecting to a multitude of channels, a multitude of other platforms. Having a software that is that you can mold and you could bend to answer and to feed all these different requirements from those different areas that our customers are now venturing into, like retail, like e-commerce, like omni-channel. We identified very early on in the PLM development cycle that we needed a means to have an open data set, open in both intake and output. So creating APIs, creating the tools to enable customers to do these integrations on their own through their own IT departments.
The industry has changed since, I guess, twofold. One is joining the industry and joining, the solution itself. United States was a manufacturing component, manufacturing from full vertical for anything that was fashion-based. That flipped over many years to being, import tracking and bringing in goods from China, running out to retail side, and people stopped doing wholesale, and then they started not manufacturing. So I think now that it has migrated so far into having all these channels all firing at the same cylinder at the same time is definitely the biggest change that you would never see ever happening between social shopping and social media and having, all of your websites and shopping. It's just an enormous amount of access to the same information that you would need back in the day, but now it's really much more complex because manufacturing is a lot simpler than it was before.
What's trending is API, and API means that really all applications can talk to other applications no matter where they are.
We're a global company today, and having traveled and having been a sourcing person in the fashion company, understanding what they go through from thread to finished product on the shelves, all the different components. And I think that's a key today. You want to buy software from someone who understands what the day-to-day business is from every department.
What we are looking to do is not just be a stagnant provider of a software, of an application, but instead to drive growth for our customers in a different way than what we've done before. I want our clients to see us as competent and innovative, exciting. I want them to have positive interactions with us and to feel supported and safe in the relationship that they have with us.